Good morning, students. In previous video we have seen about the information of transport. Okay, today we have to see the next information and next portion of this lesson number 11, page number 83. So dear students, for this today's video you have to learn, you have to observe page number 84, these two map Satara districts. Okay, there are Satara districts railway routes. So dear students, when you study the map of physical structure, main road and railway of the Satara districts, you will understand the following issues. So dear student, I told you today's video you have to observe the Satara districts map. Okay, and when you study the whole map, so following issues we have to study after reading and after studying the map. The first issue is the western part of the Satara district is occupied by the Sahyadris and its offshoot and its elevation is higher. The western part of the Satara district is totally occupied by Sahyadri. Okay, Sahyadri and hilly area. Sahyadri and hilly area, their elevation is very higher. Okay, that's why its topography is undulating. That's why their topography, okay, their terrains, okay, their structure is very undulating. Means up and down. Okay, this type of hilly area. In this region, the lies of extensive Shiv Sagar reservoir of the Koyna Dam, and in that region, okay, there is a extensive Shiv Sagar reservoir of Koyna Dam, and in the western part of the Satara district, okay, there is a reservoir of Koyna Dam. Okay, Koyna Dam is very large, okay, and it is located in the western part of the Satara districts. Next point, the central and the eastern part of the Satara district are comparatively of lower and medium elevations. So if you will see, if you study the central part of Satara districts and the eastern part, okay, their elevations, their height is very low than western part. Western part से उसका जो सेंट्रल पार्ट है और ईस्टर्न पार्ट है उसकी हाइट कैसा है, फ्लैट है, ओके, लो है. Considering the physiography of Satara district, the transport network, okay, when we consider the total area of Satara districts, western, central, eastern, okay, south, okay, as well as north, the transport network is spare in the west. Okay, okay, you can see page number 84. Okay, map of Satara districts. The transport network is very spare. Spare मतलब बहुत ही low, कम in west. Why? Tell me why there is spare or very low network in Satara, in western part of the Satara districts? Because the western part is occupied hilly area. Okay, there is Sahyadri mountain. Okay, that's why it is means, that's why our state or central government is very, we can say, great problem, okay, to make the roadways or railways from the hilly area. That's why there is spare network, whereas the density on this eastern is medium. और जो ईस्टर्न पार्ट है, तो ईस्टर्न पार्ट में थोड़ा मीडियम है. ओके, वहाँ पे मतलब there is a network of transport, but it is also very low. Comparatively, the central part of the Satara district has dense network. Okay, but the comparison of western and eastern part, okay, you see here the central part of the Satara districts, okay, there is a what, dense network of transport. वहाँ पे बहुत मतलब dense network है, बहुत घने roads है, okay, railways and roadways. You may have noticed that the national highway and railways routes pass through this part of the districts. Okay, if you will see carefully, the national highway and okay, roadways and railways, okay, passes through this central part of the Satara districts. There are many road networks connecting the highway and many road, okay, small road, okay, they are also connected to highways. You will realize that the physiography of hill, valleys, river of the region affect the transport route. So okay, you notice that we have seen the western part, okay, there is a very spare network of transport because due to the hilly area, valleys, okay, rivers, okay, due to this all this physiography, okay, there is a very low network of transport, and those area is a, you can say, plain area or flat area, okay, there are a dense network of transport. Okay, there is a correlation between transport route and physiography of the regions. That's why you can say that there is a correlation between physiography and transport route. Why we can say that there is a correlation? Because if the physiography will be good or will be favorable, okay, for that place, we can make many roadways as well as railways. अगर उसका फिजियोग्राफी अच्छा है, फ्लैट है, प्लेन्स है, ओके, वहाँ पे हम कई तरह के रोडवे, ओके, रेलवेज बना सकते हैं. बट इफ द एरिया और रीजन विल बी hilly area, okay, there are valleys, okay, there is rivers, okay, it is very difficult for us or for the central as well as state government to make railways or roadways. But by the studying the physiography of region, we understand the conceivability and remoteness. Transport facility can develop well in plains, while area or higher relief have limit on the development of transport route. So dear students, we conclude that, we guess that those area is plain area, okay, there are many facilities of transport route, okay, there is a dense network of transport route, okay, and due all of you knows this transport provide, okay, different type of facilities to all of us. But those areas will get very higher relief, okay, higher elevations, hilly area, rivers, basins, or you can say where there is if there will be a valleys, okay, there are spare network, it is very remoteness for us. So all of you knows in our India also some area is very remoteness, okay, there is no facility of roadways, railways, okay, they are living a very miserable life in our India. So dear students, okay, it is a information about the transport route. Now next point, we have to see the importance of transportations. Importance of transportation. What is the importance of transportations? Okay, next video, dear students, we will see the importance of transportations. Okay, and I hope you will understood this portion very, okay, nicely. Thank you.